Most summer days you hear us talk about humidity when describing how the air feels. While you may be familiar with the term relative humidity, dew point is a better measure of how humid it really feels. What is the dew point? It's the temperature the air would have to cool for dew to form. And it directly relates to the actual amount of moisture that's in the air. For example, imagine the dew point is 65 degrees and the air temperature is also 65 degrees. The relative humidity is 100%. The air is fully saturated and would feel damp and muggy. Now take that same dew point at 65 degrees but raise the air temperature to 80. The relative humidity is now about 60%. On paper, that number might not seem too high, but the air would still feel very humid because the dew point hasn't changed. And if the temperature climbs to 95 degrees with the dew point still at 65, the relative humidity 37%. That might not sound too bad. It might sound comfortable, but in reality, the air would still be very moist and it would make outdoor activities just feel sticky. That's why we use the dew point so much. Relative humidity is just that, relative to the air temperature. It fluctuates with temperature changes, but the dew point stays steady. The dew point in the 60s generally feels humid, regardless of whether it's a cool morning or a hot afternoon.